We have a doubleheader, obviously, but we also want to reveal the starters for the All-Star game, and we will do that right now, starting with the Eastern Conference. And we'll start in the backcourt, and Derrick Rose.
Are you kidding me?
The third straight appearance and second start, averaging 23 points. He's number 6. He's 8th in assists with 8. The Rookie of the Year in 2009, and he was the third leading vote getter overall by fans around the league. Joining him in the East backcourt, D-Wade. 8th straight All-Star appearance and his 7th straight start. He's averaging 20 points a game, which is his lowest since his rookie year in 2003-2004. He's played in 13 of the Heat's 22 games with various injuries. He was the MVP of the All-Star game in 2010. Rondo was 3rd, Ray Allen was 4th, Deron Williams was 5th in the balloting. LeBron James, the leading vote getter among forwards in the Eastern Conference. 8 straight All-Star games, all as a starter. MVP in 2006 and 8. He's averaging 30 points a game, which is number 2, shooting a career-high 55%. And has a league-high 12 30-point games. Joining him, the other forward spot going to Carmelo Anthony of the New York Knicks. 5th All-Star appearance, his first in the Eastern Conference, however, and his 4th start. He's giving the Knicks 24 points a game, which is number 5 in the league, also 7 rebounds and 4 assists, 5 games of 30-plus, and he's been bothered by injuries, came back Tuesday in a win over the Pistons. Amari was 3rd, by the way, Garnett 4th. And Dwight Howard of Orlando is the center. 6th straight appearance, 5th straight start, leading vote getter overall with 1.6 million. He beat Kobe by about 45,000. 20 points a game is number 15. 15 rebounds a game is number 1. And he's second or number 7 in the league in blocks with 2. So here you see how the voting broke down. Really no real close races in terms of one of those second guys getting knocked out. But see Derrick Rose there, and you're going to see him tonight, and you're going to hear from him right now with Craig Sager.
Well, thanks, EJ. With his 3rd selection, 2nd consecutive start, Derrick Rose is quickly becoming a perennial All-Star. Wow. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, man. Knowing that hard work pays off means a lot to my teammates. They give me the confidence to go out there and play the way that I play. The coaching staff, the organization, period, just trusting in me, and my fans for holding in with me and just voting for me.
You've acknowledged that Miami is your biggest rival in the East. How do you put that competition aside to be buddies with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade on the East team?
Oh, that night is just going to be fun. It's for the fans. They're great talent. They have great talent. I know we're on the same team. It's going to be a lot of highlights.
So there they are, the starters for the Eastern Conference. I don't think there's a whole lot to bicker about there, Chuck.
What do you mean?
Meaning who's starting for the Eastern Conference.
Carmelo Anthony don't deserve to be starting for the East.
Who should be starting for the East at another forward spot?
Chris Bosh.
Stop it. Stop it.
Chris Bosh.
No way.
Man.
Carmelo's doing more than Bosh. How can you say that?
See, there you go again.
How can you say that? He's doing more than Bosh.
Chris Bosh has been the 2nd best player on the Miami Heat team this season.
That's because D-Wade missed 8 games.
I count that in. Chris Bosh has played very well all season. I would have to agree with Chuck on this one. I think that Chris Bosh has solidified himself as a staple in the All-Star game this year for me. And Carmelo Anthony, due to the injuries, due to the Knicks' bad play, due to them not really shooting the basketball really well.
I mean, just those 3 things?
Those 3 things wouldn't get it on my team.
And Carmelo's still doing more. He's averaging 24 points.
That's what stats don't mean. Yeah, that's called stats.
I'm gonna have to take.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm gonna have to take you guys out on this only because of the injury. Yeah, big fella, only because of the injury. Only because of the injury.
What about the winning?
No, only because of the injury. I'm saying they won in spite of the injury. When Wade went out, you know. When
you talking about
Bosh? I said I agree. Bosh should definitely be in there because the record deserves.
And I will say this too. On my list,
don't get.
No, but I'm just saying, not just Chris Bosh. I got to give a shout out to Josh Smith of the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
He's kept that team afloat. They have surprised some people, even missing Mr. Horford. Yeah, well, Josh Smith deserves to be there also.
Okay, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, but
that would be interesting to see.
But in fairness to Carmelo, you take the big 2 away from Miami. Does Bosh still do the things he do? He has a lot of room out there because he, playing with some great.
But
players.
I'm saying, but Dwayne Wade has been hurt all year basically. Chris Bosh has played well. Let me tell you something. Dwayne Wade, no, excuse me, Chris Bosh and Dwight Howard gonna come in here and beat you down
They ain't
one
gonna do
night.
nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. What you talking about?
By the way, we would like you folks to take part tonight. You can get on and with your phone and tell us if you think somebody should have been a starter who was not. You can text A, B, or C to 38657 if you think Chris Bosh, Brandon Jennings, or Joe Johnson should have been starters for the Eastern Conference. We will give you the results of that poll a little bit later in our 1 hour long pregame show. When we come back, we'll reveal the Western Conference starters and see if Chuckster has any thoughts on who actually is voted in.
That guy in Oklahoma City's not on that starting five. Then something's wrong.